Hey everyone, welcome back to some more Let's Play Banners of Ruin. I promised that we would go through the game one more time, and we're going to go ahead and start doing that. In the last episode, we had managed to beat the Warden as well. Nice! My second run through the game victorious. And off-screen, I've done it a third time, with two different races altogether, with a weasel and a wolf to start. As such, you should know that I have gotten a little more unlocks and now have unlocked the hare as one of the classes we can play. So I think this time around, we will try the weasel and the hare to start, rather than the mouse and the bear. So let's go ahead and start this process up, shall we? By selecting new game. Now before we get going, I should say two things about selecting the new races. Your starting deck does not change in any way. You are still using the same starting deck you had when you first started up this game, your very first time. I have looked around to see if it was possible to edit the starting deck by purchasing new cards or having some sort of point buy system, but unfortunately no such thing exists. That's kind of a shame. I know I don't want to be negative on the game, but it does decrease the variety that you have going into your attempt to take the city or destroy the Warden. Because, well, you're always going to have that same starting deck from what I can tell. As well, your starting equipment is always the same. The person on the right will have the long sword and the light armor. The person on the left will have the medium armor, the hatchet, and the light shield to start. Anyway, we're going to go with this for our start and see how well this works. So the main differences between this run and the last run will be the only differences so far are these races, racial abilities. So we'll take a look at these when we get started as well. I think we'll go ahead and select the hunters, and I'm still not going to pick any challenges. Challenges are a way in which you can unlock other future cards for purchase throughout the game. And they consist of different types of oaths that you must take. As you can see here. And once again, you'll get this card if you manage to, I think, beat the game while these oaths were in effect. But I'm not going to do that for this run. We will add the hunters as well this time, so hopefully we can see a different hunter together. And with that said, I think we're good to go. So let's go ahead and start. It actually just occurs to me, I kind of lied. We will have slightly different cards. Maybe not right away, but the weasel and hare add different talents from what the mouse and bear started with. But I don't think we have any talents to begin with until we level up at least once. So there's that as well. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. All right. We get one of these. High Spirits will start us with Vigor for the first combat we are in. I feel this is like a real waste. Considering the first combat we're in is the easiest combat in the game. So we're not picking this. Provisions will, I think, give us a starting choice of cards added to the deck. And First Aid will give us the Salve card, if we so wish. While a heal could be useful, I'm hoping we don't need to use this right away. Or even until, hopefully not even until after the first boss. So I'm going to select Helping Hand. And let's see what we get from this. A hooded figure emerges from the shadows, startling you for a moment. They reveal a friendly token and offer you something for the road. May the wind always be at your back. The hooded figure stops in your path. Sunder. I don't think we have a way to apply vulnerable on enemies at the moment. Rotate. Swap positions with the target party member. Invigorating Blow. Deal 8 damage. If final damage is 13 or more, gain 2 stamina and gain 4 heart. I generally like having an Invigorating Blow, but I don't know if I'll be able to do 13 damage for some time. Let's start with a rotate. Swapping positions could be useful if one of us doesn't have the armor to take a hit, but the other one does. So we'll grab this to start. And the road rise up to meet you. Raucous laughter echoes down the dark, damp tunnel. The Enders won't suspect a thing. You emerge from the black and find yourself in one of the guard bunks. Where the devils did you come from? You can't be here! Attacking our hare, attacking our ferret. They both do 8 damage. So, we've seen bleeding before. No, we haven't seen bleeding before. I don't think we had a ferret with the last run, right? It was a mouse and 3 bears, if I recall correctly. So if we use this, he will gain, he'll spend 1 will, and he will gain, or we will gain, 3 concealed blade cards added to our hand. Each concealed blade does 2 damage and applies 3 bleed, and then is banished. With 3 stamina, Cotsworth could effectively put 6 damage and 9 bleed on a target. It'd be enough to kill the malicious spearman, who's attacking Winsmead. So I'm not really worried about him. I'm worried about this spearman instead. Let's start with the hatchet then on him to take away some, take a shield and gain 2 charge. Since we have 2 charge, we can now play Rush to do 6 damage to him. And you know, I think we'll do that. Oh, that's right, that was 9 damage to him. We could longsword to do 8 damage to both. But I think that would kill the malicious spearman, and he would have 6 hit points left. Strike would not do enough damage to kill him. I don't have a way to kill the malicious spearman and kill the mouse. So let us just strike then the spearman. And sharpen steel the mouse. That's right, they're both spearmen. The smaller mouse. And now we can just kill him. $135 florins, and we gain a card. Well, I like my setup. We don't have any ruined cards yet. It'd be nice to get another rotate. We could be a movement group, but this doesn't do anything to the enemy party. So let's grab a setup. 6 damage and 2 vulnerable for 2 stamina is very nice. The +1 card is just a really nice extra too. A hooded figure looms in the dim light. It seems they've been expecting you. As you turn a corner, you find yourself confronted by a wiry figure. Their identity masked by the dim light, but their noble birth betrayed by their fine robes. I know why you've come to Dawn's Point. The low, dry voice echoes off the cold stone. I can help you reach him. My family are being held captive in Old Town. Help us flee the city, and I will arrange you entry into the keep. Find a boat and free my family, then meet us in the sewers below the royal court. Do as I ask, and you will have your blood. You exchange a solemn, understanding nod with the old wolf before he sharply hurries off. Well, we have combat. Let's do combat. Foes block your path. You can't move this way without a fight. Take their blood for Landon. Three spearmen. 2 are attacking Winsmead. 1 is attacking Cotsworth. We need to kill one and knock the other one back if we can. Hmm. We have to kill one that's on. We have to. Okay. I can't kick and not kill both of these because otherwise Cosworth will take damage. So this one has to have something done to him. We have to kill him or knock him back. We kick a spearman to the back, and we ignore it. We can hatchet and rush down the other one. Let's do that. Oh! The hare's facial ability. I completely forgot. Darn it, I should have used it, too. Place a trap in any vacant position. When a character moves into that position, they take 15 battalion damage. It would have killed this one. Attacking Wilms mid. Okay, so... let's have you use momentum and discard the longsword. You can gain solid footing. You can gain guard. And we'll strike not this one, but the one coming up. We're not going to kill him this round either, unless I use this. You know what? Let's use this then. So we can strike him with literally with a strike. We can throw one concealed blade at him. Then we can throw the two others here, and we can use the round shield and take cover. And then we finish them. $113. Tight formation. Terrible wound. Okay, so wound makes it so that the bleed effects never leave the target until the wound effect fades. Tight formation would give my front rank 16 shields for 2... each of them gains 8 shield for 2 stamina. Since we apparently could be going down the bleed route again, let's take Terrible Wound. I mean, we don't have any Ruin cards yet, or I would take Absolution to give this a try, but we can't even use this. We don't have 4 stamina, so Terrible Wound it is. We do have a Weasel, so that gives us some guaranteed bleeding, and we also start with a bleed card in our deck, so we'll probably put that to good use. Overzealous guards. Buy cards. This will be powders or a decoy. I think there's a chance to get another character here. I mean, the powders are fantastic cards, but do I really want to play the game exactly the same way I played it last time? We already do have different races, so that will be good. But the powders are so useful. Let's decoy. You find yourself faced with a hard situation. If you can set up a distraction, you might be able to work around it. So let's select decoy and select the kilderkin. Well, since we delayed this for a turn, why not choose the intelligence to start? You find a letter from your superiors detailing important information concerning the enemy. And now we'll choose the kilderkin. A weasel and an otter skittishly haul a barrel through the crowds, deftly dodging each passerby. We might not have the money for this, but let's see. Ah! Yells the weasel yells, stopping abruptly. Watch the cobble by your left foot! Terribly set. Makes you wonder where the tax goes. You point to a small crack at the side of the barrel, which is leaking a thin stream of crimson powder onto the street. The otter gasps, quickly plugging it with a crude wedge of cork. Thanks, friend. Could have lost a leg to that. Powder's a tricky business. He nods at the weasel, who rests the barrel on the ground and unplugs 3 corks, each revealing a different colored powder. Say, you need any? We don't have the option to move anyone except with a kick at this moment, and we can't be guaranteed to get any other cards that do so. So I view yellow powder as a waste, unless you were going to hopefully build around it, and I would want already one other card to move people, but we don't have any. So I'm thinking we want either vulnerable or overwhelm, and these are both useful. More damage quickly, well, hold on. Overwhelm stacks, so this is extra 75% damage for 1 round. Pink powder does not stack with other pink powders, so it's only 25% more damage, but it lasts far longer, more than 1 round. Looks like I think it's three rounds for pink powder. I'm sorry, it's 3 vulnerable, so that's 3 rounds. So we'll take the pink powder. An altar, some combat, or a heavy patrol. This is going to stay here for 3 turns, which means that I think this won't move for 3 turns. So let's leave the heavy patrol here and see if we can improve ourselves a bit first. If we do this battle, we'll level ourselves up, which could also be useful. Well, I don't think I've ever chosen an altar, or I don't remember if I have. So let's try this to start. A humble cedarwood shrine smells like home. Nobody seems to be paying it any attention. Nobody from Dawn's Point, anyway. You're navigating some narrow shortcuts when you hear a crash behind you. One of your party has stumbled through a rotten wooden wall. You peer in and see a humble cedarwood shrine. Smells like home. There's no signs of inhabitants, and the candles are freshly lit. Who erected it? Choose a character, and that character gains 15 max vitality. Very nice. Since you're wearing the heavy armor, Winsmead, we'll give it to you. Oh, the heavy combat ended, and we have a search party here. We drew 1 search party in one of these decks, and now they're in, basically it replaces all the cards. They've stumbled across you. One of them figured you out and alerted the others. It won't really matter which card I pick. I think they're all going to tick down at the end of this. 5 to the row. 10 to 1. 10 to Winsmead. 5 to the row. We don't have our kick. Okay, that's going to be annoying. So we got to focus down one of these guys. Let's try making it one of these weasels. You know what? We're going to use momentum. Dropping the rotate, which doesn't do us any good. And rush down this guy. Didn't quite kill him. Solid footing. And we're unfortunately going to take some damage. We gained the kick, which is good. So we need to kick this guy to the back rank. So let's go ahead and use the trap there before we do so. Okay. I think we can strike here. Six damage. You won't have more than 18 if I guard with you. Remember to kick Tim. Let's shield. Because I don't think I'll be able to kill him in one round either. But we will try. I'm going to focus on the Enforcer next. Yeah, because he's going to keep getting more charge. Attacking for 12 damage. Let's use withdraw and move him to a different spot. We'll pick powder here and try killing him. That won't do it, but we can easily kill him next round. Uh-oh. I forgot the other guy would be moving up. They're both attacking him. It's okay. We're going to kill him this round. Let's set up here. We can use a strike. We can momentum away the terrible wound and strike him. And then guard to go for the damage we'll take. And then I can't finish him off. Okay, so we need the kick to push him away. Your starting deck is rather weak, Tim. You don't do enough damage. 121 bucks and another card. I don't like any of those. We're not going to choose them. This is the only useful thing. But you have to be able to kill the target. I think this is too miscellaneous. We need more damage, so we're not choosing any of these. Alright, you guys, leveled up. Let's see what you get. Riposte. For one turn, if this character is moved by an opponent, movement is blocked, attacker moves, swaps in lane, and gains 8 crippled. I like that. Practice maneuver. Swap positions with target ally. Both characters gain 5 shields. Draw 2 cards. Useful. Offload. Banish a card in hand. Gain 2 preparation. Also useful. I like all of these. But since we're not drawing very many movement cards, I think we'll take offload to get rid of garbage cards and to get rid of garbage cards for future rounds and get us some card draw. And we'll take some stamina. For Cosworth, deal weapon damage. If target has bleed, spawn a concealed blade. Sulfuric bomb. If active character in front rank, deal poison damage. Target rank gains points, gets 5 poison. If active character in back rank, target rank gains 10 poison next turn. Slippery. Rotate with target ally. Spawn 2 times. I like both of these. This is more movement shenanigans. Let's take Slippery to start. And we'll also give you some more stamina. This would heal us 50%. We could use that healing. Since Winsmith is damaged. I do plan on doing the heavy patrol. Let's quick round. Oh, I should have read that. I'm sorry, I did not. Ooh. Elite combat or just a normal combat? Well, still a heavy combat, but we'll choose this one. Their attention turns to the clatter of heavy steel as several armored men cross their path. Their sly, helmet-muffed voices hurl insults at the common folk as they move through the crowds. Oh. We also didn't start with a kick. Our only kick. Two of them are attacking Winsmith, so he's going to need a solid footing. And Cosworth is going to need the guard. We can at least hatch it. There. We'll sharpen steel here as well. And a terrible wound. While here we gain solid footing. That should avoid us taking any damage this round. We gained the kick. Good. We can kill this guy this round with a simple strike. So we will push... Oh. But this is bad. I don't have... Actually, no. We can take this hit on Winsmith, so it has to be this one we kick. So, why don't we start by doing that? I should have played our trap. Okay, I forgot. We can strike here. We can set up here. Or do I want to take this hit and focus on this guy next? Let's do that. Nice. The round shield plays nicely with the single strike because we have 2 stamina left on our hair. Although I should have looked at that because he's going to get... he's going to get 4 bleed. Tim, that was a huge mistake. And now it's too late. We need to kill both of them this round now, somehow, because this is awful. We're going to take a lot of damage. Was he attacking? And you're not killing either of them this round. I can't believe you made such a dumb mistake. Okay, we can slippery here to get some concealed blades and use them. He's dead when he activates next round. We're going to offload a guard and play a momentum. Okay, ignore the guy who's currently activating because he's dead next turn. We can instead try to do as much damage as possible to this guy. $97 florins. I don't like any of those. We're not going to take them. 2 daggers. I think those are more useful than the longsword will be. So let's go ahead and change Cosworth to be a dual wielder. This could be useful, but I don't really want the extra card that I'm not going to use, so I'm just going to leave the longsword behind. What were the cards again? I don't want those. This is an elite combat. I don't know if we can do an elite battle. It all depends upon what card we get in our first... If we get a kick, this is totally doable. But this may be too tough for us at this moment, so I think we just ignore it, and we do a normal combat instead. Foes block your path. They can't move this way without a fight. Take their blood for Landon. Okay. This is the one that will get past Cotsworth's armor. Let's set up him. We can Rondel Dagger him as well. Oh my god, nice. Holy crap. We can Vanguard. Actually, we can kill both of them, I think, this round. Can't we, Tim? Yes, we can. $85. I don't really want any of these. You might be wondering, who cares about discarding a card from natural selection? Like, why would you ever use it? Well, remember that there are some cards which are dependent upon the number of cards left in your hand to be used, yes or no. Like, yes or no. If you want to use them or not. So, this could... You might think this is always good. But it might not be. If this is in your deck, this takes the place of a card, and all this card does is say you control a card. Why would I take this? I should just ignore it. No, this is, I think, a trap and not worth taking. Ever, for that matter. I'm going to pass on these again. I guess solid footing could be useful for 15 more shield, but no, we'll pass. Knife Merchant, which is cards, not knives, as a heads up. And Cultist Swears. I guess we'll look at this. A group of shady cultists are gathered around some torches, humming and droning an unsettling tune. Rend is nice. I like that. Deal 5 damage, apply 2 vulnerable and 1 bleed for 1 stamina. It's an upgraded strike. I'll take it. Well, I'm not going to lose 100 florins, so let's choose Crossroads. The street branches in front of you. It will be difficult to come back through the bustling crowd. This battle has something special at the end of it, like equipment, I think. So let's choose this one. Foes block your path. You can't move this way without a fight. Take their blood for Landon. Oh, okay. Attacking the rank. Cost where it stands to take a ton of damage this round. Moonsmate himself is going to be taking quite a bit too. I think we can kill one of them. So let's use Slippery here. And we have to kill this one, since Cuthbert's going to take a ton of damage if we don't. So let's start with the Rondel Dagger. One Concealed Blade. He's dead when he activates, so now we can ignore him. It's 13 damage Whimsmeat is taking, but he can take that, so that will be okay. Let's Concealed Blade back here. We can Terrible Wound him as well, to make sure that bleed stays, and we can strike him also. We could withdraw him away to a different tile. I'm not going to, though. We'll just end the turn. Okay, need to do a little more damage to that guy back there. We have 2 strikes, which is going to be enough. So let's look at what these guys are doing. Okay. Let's start with the round shield. Get some more armor for my front line. And I think we will strike him twice. We'll then set up here. I don't really want to momentum the Rondel Dagger. We could use the Concealed Blade cards to our hand to momentum one of them away, and then do quite a bit of damage. We could probably kill this guy. You know what? Let's do that. So we can momentum away one of our Concealed Blades, which discards it, by the way. Doesn't go into the banish pile, that one. And then we can Rondel Blade and kill him. We have 1 left awesome left over. We can Conceal Blade him. And this one goes into our discard pile as well. And this should be over. Let's hatch it. Gain some charge. He's attacking Cotsworth for 6 damage only. We'll still shield. Good job, you two. 89 bucks and a card. A weasel and a hare are not the same race, so this is not so useful to me at this moment. 8 damage to Vitality for 2. I don't really like that. Apply 3 mark to target enemy rank. If there is more than 1 race on rank, apply Overwhelmed as well. We need to do more damage. We're going to take tensions. Some shields. A buckler and a heater shield. I do like these. But I like my 1 stamina cost round shield more than a 2 stamina cost other shield. Even if we do gain anticipation. I don't really want these in my stash either. I don't want to draw them in my hand. We already have a bunch of cards that aren't very useful. So we're not taking those. They've both leveled again. Let's see what talents we get. Start each combat with 2 will. I like this generally. Whenever this character discards, they gain 1 restoration. Whenever you draw 8 or more additional cards in a turn, you may put a random card from your bash pile into your hand. You know, I could really use Minimalist, but I don't know how many discard cards I've got. This heals for 1 hit point. And if we take Blessed, I'll never need to give any will to our hair. So let's take Blessed instead. And we'll give him another stamina point. And Cosmos, what did you get for passives? When this character plays a talent, 1 random card from your hand becomes a 0 stamina cost this turn. So that would be Slippery for him. Whenever we play this, 1 card goes to 0 stamina. At the start of their turn, all stacks of bleed on this character are converted to vitality and removed. So you don't have to worry about the bleed lasting several turns. What is this? Weapon belt. Whenever you draw this character's weapon card, spawn a concealed blade to your hand. Oh, I like that. Let's choose this. And stamina. The boat merchant. If we want to do the informant task, we will need 150 florins to be able to be spent here for a boat. We only have 315, and we're only a few cards away from the first boss. We're going to have to do this boss with 2 characters if we can't purchase another, and that's awful. So I hate to say it, but we're not going to do the boat merchant. We just can't afford it again. Like, actually, in this case, we literally can't afford it. Although, I guess we'll take a peek at this together, because I think there's a chance you can get rid of a card from this, at least. A merchant sits among fishing crates, barrels, and other miscellanea. In the moonlight sits the very thing you need. A small boat. And I know next round I'm taking the drunken guards for 300 coins, so let's do. Well, we could let this stay here. Let's get 15 more shields to start. Dogged Nest. Yeah, we'll choose this. It's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and get back up. Oh, that's awful. What an awful choice. I want all of these, and I can't take all of them. Drunken Guards it is. Wait, I thought this was a 2-turn one. Why did it go away? Was that not 2 turns? I thought that was 2 turns. Okay, I don't understand. I'll find an opportunity to fleece these idiots for every penny on them. They'll face far worse when they're disciplined. Combat or hidden gem. We don't have any upgrades yet, so we're going to choose a hidden... Oh, but there's money for these. But this will probably be a combat next round. Let's choose hidden gem. You spot a glistening treasure buried between the stone cobbles at your feet. A spiritual token of some kind. +1 stamina cost. Party heals 3 vitality, though, when it's used. So we really want this. Let's put it on the rend. Oh, we get to take 5 damage if I don't choose this. But I'm not going to choose it. I want to do a battle. Foes block your path. You can't move this way without a fight. Take their blood for Landon. We need more money. We drew 2 rounded daggers, so we get 2 blades as well. They're all attacking Cotsworth. Every one of them. And I can't move him out of the way. So we need to kill one of these guys at the very least. So let's start with a setup here. That's useful. And we get a rotate. So we can move Cotsworth with Woundsmead. He can take more damage if I'm willing to not play a strike. Let's see if we can kill the scoundrel. That was easy. Two of them are still attacking Cotsworth. Can we kill another? Yes, we can. Let's rotate. You're going to need a guard. We can hatch it. I can pink powder here. You're not bleeding. You also shouldn't take any damage. We'll momentum away the terrible wound. Come on, Rend. There it is. Good. This will heal him some damage, which will make up for the 5 we're gonna... Won't make up for the 5 we're gonna take. He'll still take 2 more. But at least he's healed a tiny bit. I don't like these. I don't like any of these. I don't really want any of these. So no, I'm gonna take them. Well, I guess we're visiting the Plague Doctor. A Plague Doctor stands awkwardly in the middle of the street, next to a strange pole. The masked, vacant face of the Doctor turns to follow your approach, otherwise motionless. Their outstretched arm clutches a pole with a strange lantern on top, dimly illuminating a set of waxy vials. Salves, the Doctor's murmurs in a coarse voice. Lamps keep 'em fresh. What can I do for you? I don't think we can afford even a single salve if I want to hire additional help. But I think we also need it, so let's choose it. 150 florins will gain 1 salve. The street branches in front of you. It will be difficult to come back through the bustling crowds. Alright, well, I want the tavern, because I really need another character, I feel. So let's choose this. Bursts of hearty laughter explode from this shady establishment. Some brawny folks sit by the bar. We can't afford Gray, because we spent an extra 150, so we're stuck with a level 2 character, not a level 3. Let's take a look at these two. Terrowin. Sadist. Gain 2 stamina for each status effect on target opponent. That's for 1 round. And it costs 2 stamina for him to use it as well. So you need at least 2 stamina effects on someone for him to benefit from it. A 5 damage, 3 attack, exquisite sword, and a round shield. And light armor. He's okay. Actually, I don't really like him either because he's got 2 will to start. Mowberry, exquisite shield, dash, move or swap position twice. A heater shield. I think I prefer Mowberry if I'm being honest. He has more stamina, so he can actually do more things on his turn. Let's choose him. I'm going to probably want my combat positions looked at. Which I guess will be okay. Does he have... Alright, he has superior light armor as well. All right, well, I guess we're set. Let's go ahead and enter the hideout. A safe house for you and your fellow loyalists. Slip through here into the next street. Henchmen. And it's a trap. Sledge's henchmen flank you on either side, their faces snarled and dashed with scars. You're awaiting brothers slain. A few elite enders triumphantly brandish their weapons in the dim light. All the exits are covered. There's one way out, though. Through them. We fought a Spitter here last time. This is the other rank 1 boss you can fight. 10 damage, applies 1 bleed. The same thing. And what does he have? Shrug it off. So he's doing 12 damage. He'll gain charge because of fury. And he'll gain shrug it off. Every time this character receives more than 15 damage from an attack, they gain 3 charge and 5 shield. So we can kick him back, which I feel like we really need to do to start. So let's do that. To split their attacks now. Then we only have to worry about these two one round and him on the next. I think we're going to use dash twice here. To shift him to take a hit, and for Whimsman to take a hit. This way Cosworth doesn't take any since he only has 6 armor. Though all we're doing this round is just defensive maneuvers, it would seem. Let's use our round shield here. And we'll use take cover here. I should have placed a trap back there, Tim. You constantly forget that's a thing you can do. I'm probably stacking bleeds on him, so let's use terrible wounds on him to start. And we'll gain our concealed blades and begin playing them on him. And apparently I'm wrong. The wound never goes away, so we can keep putting more and more bleeds on him. I definitely should have played the kick. That's such a dumb move, maybe not doing that. Attacking Mowberry for 12 damage. So we're going to rotate. This way he takes that 12 damage instead because he has more shields. Sure, we'll slippery and rotate again to put more bleeds on him. And we'll use offload and get rid of our guard to gain more card draw next turn. Six damage to the row, 6 damage to the row. I am not going to be able to kill both of them, if any of them, this round. We don't have very many good cards in our hand. So, Wormsmead needs a guard on himself to start. He must have this. We'll have to rend. Since that put vulnerable on, maybe we can hatch it. Good, getting some charge. We'll use momentum and discard tensions. It's not much damage. We're not killing either of them this round. times 3 damage to Whimsmead. But we have a solid footing that will let him take that hit, even though he's got charge on him. Let's use the salve, not on him, Tim. Let's use the salve here to start. To heal, and then solid footing. We can pink powder the row. Setup. I do want him to die next round, which he will do thanks to the bleeds. We don't have to hit. All we have to do is just take this hit, and we should be fine next round. Because he'll take 46 damage this round and next round, so he'll die next round. We don't have to worry about him unless he somehow gains immunity to bleeds. These are pushing us both back in our lane. I think we withdraw Whimsmead. Who are they attacking? We killed this one. Okay, so it's just Cotsworth that's under attack, so we move him instead. Sure, might as well. Here's shield. We have a rush, might as well use it. He's dead this round. We can ignore him. We can pray we get that 3 heal again, which would be really handy. It would full heal Cosworth and so on. And we might be able to delay killing this guy. So we're probably going to try that. That's all we're going to do. Okay, attacking this lane so we can withdraw back to the front line. And I don't want to kill him this round. I just want to wait. I want that 3-point heal if I can get it, if I can fish for it. Attacking all of us for 6 damage, but we can take this hit. He'll gain shields, but I don't think I care. We could drink our salve again to heal, but I've got this rend, and we're close to drawing it, so let's go ahead and instead use an offload. I guess we should hit him just a tad. So we'll hit him for 3, 4. Okay, and he still won't die, which is fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and offload a strike. Wow, we didn't draw it. He's doing 12 damage to Whimsmead. All I have to do is just somehow get more shield on him. Which I can't really do that. Actually, we can. we can use heater shield here, and then dash. And he can take that hit. And we can just wait around. One more round. We're guaranteed to draw the heal we want. So he's dead next round anyway, no matter what we do. This round because of the bleeds, but that heals us. We look much better hit point wise now. And we won. Nice. 252 florins. A card. Strategy actually seems really useful this time. So it's a Kimbo because we have a dual wielder, but I think we'll choose strategy since we do have swaps and exchanges and I'm using them. Every time you move, you gain 5 charge. Every time you move an opponent, deal 5 damage. Medium armor? Heavy armor. I don't really like either of these, but I think I will take the medium. Alright, everyone, and that will do it for us, so thank you guys for watching. I guess we'll do this now, too. So, now that we've taken only a tiny bit of damage, we were able to actually heal 6 hit points in that battle. Let's choose some wealth again for 1,000 florins. It'll make purchasing a 4th character, if we decide to do that in the future, easy. And this will also allow us to, purchase other cards, and basically we'll be set for any encounters in the 2nd act if we choose this. The bodies before you are clamored in fine fabrics, jewelry, and gilded weapons. Take what time you have to loot their corpses. Alright, everyone, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.